इसको लाइव करने के लिए बोला था, फिर भी रिकॉर्डिंग की।
नहीं दिया।
And in fact, I'm sorry, Dhanraj also passed out in 2010. Tom also passed out in 2010. And he is also one of the very, very successful alumni who will share his story today. Over to you, Tom. Over to you. But again, one more thing just before I think, Dhanraj was a very soft-spoken and a very, what do you say, whereas Tom was very naughty, very naughty. Tom, over to you. But he was still successful. All his hard work. Yes, now please.
Yeah, sorry guys, I got dropped off, but I'm back. Ma'am, can I take over?
Yeah, please take over. Please take over.
Or do we have Dhanraj today?
Yes, Tom, I'm here around. I just completed from 8:30 to 9, waiting for you.
Oh, sorry guys, my bad. I was facing some issues at my end, so this session got delayed. I'm sorry about that. But to begin with, good morning to everyone. I hope everyone is having a good time in this new year. Like we're already halfway through the first month of 22. How are you guys? I hope everyone is fine.
Yes.
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 Okay, guys, be a little interactive. It'll make me, it will be much easier for me to connect with you guys. So it'll be a nice gesture from your end to be a little more interactive with me. Okay, let me just introduce myself. I know Nandini ma'am already did that, but then I'll just give you a brief idea of how my journey was until now. So I did my BBI from the year 2007 to 2010. I completed my graduation from RJ College. Me and Dhanraj, we were the same batch. Dhanraj was much more of a studious guy than me. He was more of a topper during those days. So yeah, so after completion of my graduation in 2010, I joined a small time broking firm called Sher Khan. It was a very short stint. It was for a period of 6 months, and then I quit broking or stock market, and I got into investment banking called Nomura, which is in Powai. So I was part of Nomura from 2011 onwards till 2017. And in 2017, around in the month of March, I moved to Bangalore. I joined a firm called Goldman Sachs. Been part of Goldman Sachs for last 5 years. My profile throughout my 2 years, journey with two different firms has been largely on the operation side of it, where I tend to confirm trades for Goldman Sachs or for Nomura. For that matter, whatever they trade in the market, the OTC trade, I do a legal documentation for them. So that's how my profile has been largely. Okay, that's all about me. What is a path to success? Like, it's very important that you guys understand this platform very well that is given to you. Now, when you go out there in the industry, the first thing that you need is the confidence to speak to people in public, where be it in public, be it in private. When you are sitting an interview, the first thing they'll observe, any interviewer, they will observe is how confident you are in speaking. That's the key to your success. I would say that platform is something that will be given to you in BBI. Take best use of it. Your resources, the course materials, The teachers, the faculties, they are very friendly. Like it's been almost a decade that we passed out from the college, but we still have connect with the teachers, faculties over there. So we are coming down. We even Dhanraj, I'm sure, would have the same opinion.
Yes,
The-
yes. I spoke the same prior view speaking and told them the same approach that you need to be
yeah.
confident enough.
Yep. Dhanraj, how has your experience been all this journey? Like, what are the challenges that you have faced all along?
Like I have already shared my journey with them, Tom. So I told them how good, what good, what was the good base for me that I picked up. I told them about my journey being recruited. So my
Mhm.
last day of my exam, I never had a gap. I never had a leave, I could say. So on the 24th of May 2010 was the last day of my semester, and 26th of May was first day of joining at WNS.
Yeah.
So until today, I don't have a job gap.
Okay.
I never got a leave. So that's what I want to convey them that yes, whatever I am or whatever. So so the message out of this is that I don't have a gap. It means I am fruitful for all the days for a decade
Okay.
without a gap.
Yep. Thank you, Dhanraj. Yeah, that's the reality, that once you're out there, you need to be looking for what you want to do. Like this course, this material, this education that you're getting is the first step towards your success. Without this, you even taking that first steps would be very difficult. Like I've been in my last session also, I have indicated that your certification will take you to an interview round. Without certification you won't even get there, because like you, there are millions of students out there coming, passing out every year. And you are privileged because you are in the heart of the country. Mumbai is one of the financial centers of the country, and you are connected to the heart of this particular country. Imagine there are students from various states, various towns, various villages out there. They are not as privileged as you are. So make the best use of it, uh, and be very confident in your approach in everything that you do. So the first thing is, scoring a good mark in your certification ensures that you are placed a little above in the interview rounds. So that is very key. So your education matters. I used to, in during my college days, I used to think education has no use. That was my opinion, but it all changed over the course of last one decade, and I realized how important my education is. uh, it gotten me into various interview rounds, and once you get there, after that your requirement or your certification ends once you enter the interview round. The cracking the interview or getting a job is all dependent on how well you speak, how well you communicate, how confident you are, and how knowledgeable you are. These are the three tools that you should have with you. One, confidence. Two, communication. Three, knowledge. If you have these three, nobody can beat you, no matter who it is. See, confidence is not something that you will build in a day or two. Communication is not something that you can build in a day or two, nor the knowledge. All three tools for you to equip yourself requires you to put in a hard effort, put in time, and gain those aspects or those skills for you to be successful in your career. It's totally a choice. So I would suggest, if identify the areas where what you want to do. You can be someone who wants to run a family business after school, or someone who wants to join service industry or manufacturing industry, and so on. Identify where you want to go. That's the most important. And then equip yourself with those skills that is required once you get there. That's very important, because once you start working in a service industry, once you start working, your requirement, your certification, the role of your certification ends. And what the concepts that you learned, the confidence that you gained, the knowledge that you gained kicks in, which means you have to use those aspects in your work environment, in your professional life. That's very important. So if I have to compare, like everyone must know, like if I have to put it, I know and I do understand a lot of you guys must be from a different medium and may not have enough exposure or may not be confident into speaking English. I'll give you a very classic example. Have you heard of Sashi Tharoor, guys? Hello? Anyone heard of Shashi Tharoor? No one?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. His vocabulary is the best I've ever seen. Uh, his vocabulary, the way he speaks, everything. And he's a politician from down south. If you see the way he speaks, he's so fluent. He used all those jargons that many of us won't even come to have been exposed to in our lifetime. Like when I listen to him, it's totally different. Like it's a totally different way of speaking or way of the style of speaking than what we usual guys do. But then look at it. Who's the Prime Minister of India? He's not Sashi Tharoor is not the Prime Minister of India. It's someone else, someone who once sold tea in his career, right? So what got him there? Was it English? No, it wasn't. Was it confidence? Yes, it was. So you have to be confident whatever you do. Communication is required, but you should be able to communicate with the people around you. That's very important. That's very, very important for you to be successful in any stream that you do, be it in your business, be it in your service sector, be it in your family business, or any sector that you get into. You should be able to influence people in a way that they will acknowledge your ideas. They will go with your ideas. That's called presence, your presence, making them follow you. That's the leadership skills that you need to acquire, and it won't come overnight. Definitely you have to put in a hard effort to get there. You have to, if if you're lacking if you're lacking a certain skill, for example, if it's communication, so what you should do is start reading. Many of us, we do watch these movies, Hollywood movies, but then what happens is we end up using subtitles. Why do you need a subtitles? You can understand them, right? That's key. That's very important. Even I used to do that. I used to watch the movie with the subtitles, and over a period of time I realized I'm just reading the subtitles. I'm not understanding what the people are saying. So that's one way to improve your communication. Watch a English movie, watch an English channel, a YouTube channel, anything that is in English, but try to avoid using subtitles. Try to understand what they're speaking about. That's one. When responding to a question in English, that may be a challenging part for you. So how do you do that? There are several free course materials out there in the internet. You can take a look at that. You can join them. Try improving your speaking skills. The most important is you need to read. You need to read daily. Be it anything. It doesn't have to be a particular content. Reading trains your brain to respond in a certain way. So that's also important. So that's how it works. And once you're out there in the professional life, and once you start fending for yourself, so start your career, your professional career, you have to ensure that in order to survive in this industry, you have to create multiple source of income. So that's very important. I just realized it after so many years. But I would give you that opportunity to understand what could be what is your area of expertise where you want to create multiple source of income, which means you'll have a primary source of income. It could be from your business, it could be from your job, but then you need to have second, third, and fourth source of income. Maybe not very big, but it will definitely add to your prospect or your career or your growth. One such area is you can definitely look at stock market. It's very important that we understand how this works, and it's very important that when we get into something like stock market, which is gonna be something that's gonna shoot up in the next couple of decades, because when I was uh, on the other side of the bench. Like I sat in the very same bench that you're sitting in. Back then, the stock market was after 2008, it crashed, and Nifty had come down to somewhere around to 2,500, 3,000 points. Look at today. Today, Nifty is at 18,000 points. What has changed? It has grown like 5 to 6 or 7, 8 times, 8, 9 times. I would say 9 times it has grown. So if you had invested in the right stock, it would have, your wealth would have been 9 times whatever you invested. So how do you connect these dots? It's very important that you are able to connect your education with these kind of things. If you want to invest in a good company, what do you look at? Financial statements. Where do you study that? Accounts. You look at the balance sheet, cash flow statements, financial accounts, ratio analysis. All these are in our accounts. So if you are interested in stock market, try to connect with the account subjects or financial management. If your interest is in human resource, try to focus on the human resource subjects, and so on. You should be able to connect the dots. What are you starting? What is the implication where you can implement it in your real life? That's how you grow in your career. Also, I just want to give you an example of someone whom we all know. Uh, in my opinion, who was a great leader who once ruled the Maharashtra was Balasaheb Thackeray. Look at his example. Like, how did he? How did he? How was he the great leader that he was? Because he was neither the chief minister nor the prime minister, but he was able to connect with the people. That's very important when you're out there in the industry. So those are the key aspects I want to leave you with. I'm sorry I've been a little late today in the meeting, but then yeah, I hope I was able to communicate with you and being able to tell you what is important in your career, what is important in your life. If you have any questions, then just shoot me. I wanted to make it a more interactive, because last time when I spoke, I was only speaking and I didn't get any response. And this time I wanted you guys to ask me questions. So I'll give you the next few minutes to ask me questions. How me and Dhanraj will be able to take those questions and maybe help you, guide you through your career once you're out there. Guys, any questions? Shoot.
One thing to add on Tom, that the Tom has already expressed his gratitude and he said it well on communication that he said. Okay, so how do you improve your communication? One more aspect is each day if you start learning 5 new words. Now this is your own responsibility and accountability how you pick up. So each day, if you make a point that you learn 5 new words, don't repeat those 5 new words each day. Each day a new word has to be learned. Okay, and if you practice that, within a month you will find a change in yourself. You'll start learning. You'll start inculcating. You'll start using those in practice. You will be improvised. And see, another thing is, if you see anything that is trending is quite automated now. So all outdated things are not used. Likewise, so if you are an outdated person and you know, like you are among the one who know only those bits which others know, you will not be picked up. You would be distinguished only when you have got something extra apart from the crowd. Okay, keep that in mind. So
Yeah.
Tom has already said that, covered it. I'm just repeating that, but keep that in mind. You need to have that something extra. What will you have that as something extra? You need to think on your own self.
Yes, guys, you're connected with the world. In my days, we hardly had a cell phone that was not even a smart one. We has to live with 2G and 3G. 3G never used to work. It was mostly 2G. We started our career when I remember when I was in first year, we used to have that dial-in modem from our. We used to connect our computers to see this thing. We had broadband that was 2 Mbps at the best, but then most of the computers used to get connected to our landlines, and we used to get 128 kbps or 264 or 512 was the best we used to get. 512 kbps was the best we used to get. So we lived through that era, but you are connected to the world in a much better way, much
Faster
faster way.
way.
Yeah. So there are a lot of opportunities out there. You just need to look at the right thing, right place. It's not like you have to do a service industry. I'll leave that option with you, or you have to start a business. But then there are a lot of things that you can learn out there in the world. Like you can create a platform where people can connect. You can understand how the blockchain works. I'm not referring to cryptocurrencies. I'm talking about the underlying technology, which is blockchain, which is ever evolving, and that's gonna be the future. You must have learned contract act in your legal in your. I think there's one subject where you learn about the contract act of 1876. That was 1876. The world is moving forward towards smart contracts where everything gets executed smartly, automatically. So those are the set of things that is in front of you. We are from the last generation, you guys are from the current generation. There's a lot more for you to learn, and it is free of cost. For us, we has had to buy books, and we had very limited resources, very limited technology, but it for you everything is open. So it's, if you spend 1 hour a day, maybe less, whatever you decide, 1 hour a day, I would say, into doing something, into doing updating, being creative, or learning something. At the end of a year, you have spent 365 hours a year trying to learn something, and that's gonna have a positive impact. That's gonna help you in your career. So just decide what you want to do starting today. Okay. Any questions, guys? Anything, Dhanraj, you additionally want to add?
No, Tom, you've covered it well. And I'm really feeling good to connect with you after a long time here and on
Yes.
this platform.
And guys, I just wanted to tell you that Dhanraj even got an opportunity to travel outside India
Yeah,
from
I've
his
already
firm.
mentioned them. I
Oh,
was there
yeah,
in the UK
yeah,
for 2 years. I'd say I've told them I have worked with them
yeah,
hand in hand, and it is as good as see. So it is your knowledge that makes you be there.
yeah. Dhanraj, you still with WNS?
No, I'm with JLT, na Marsh McLennan's
Oh, okay, okay.
Mercer, the same building which I was working next to you, next to Nomura. Remember?
Oh, okay. Oh, you're still in the same building. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great to hear. Yeah, guys, shoot any questions that you have. Or was it a very boring subject or boring interaction? Give us some feedback, guys.
No, it was interesting.
Yeah. So
Last, if you have any questions, you can please ask them. Please come out with your questions.
okay, should I take names? Come on, guys. If you're not going to ask me, I'm going to ask you. Yeah, this is the right platform, guys. If you don't have any questions, if you don't raise any questions, these kind of platforms, when you get an opportunity to interact with people from the industry, people like us, always raise a question that gives a good impression, that will help you in being a little more confident one day ahead. Like, if you raise a question, it trains your brain in a way to raise and understand a concept, understand or connect with someone. We don't come very often. We come once in a year, or maybe once in 2 years. The last time uh, I connected in few months back, but then before that it was in 2015, I guess. But then if you raise those questions, you'll be able to connect with us. So that's very important.
Yeah, even
So
if it is very a common question, it's okay, guys. But you need to stand up and start talking. That
yeah,
is where, yeah, somebody's asking you questions on a chat, Tom.
why you are told no to cryptocurrency? Because okay, see, the technology is good, but there is very uncertainty around cryptocurrencies, because we have there is no regulation. One, whatever, what if you go without having an understanding of the underlying technology, you'll end up losing a lot of money. Because I've come across several articles where even the celebrities are promoting a certain cryptocurrency, and then when the cryptocurrency shoots up, they sell their stake, they get the benefit out of it. And who ends up losing? It's commoners like us. So cryptocurrency in itself is very risky, but the technology is very powerful. And I see a positive impact of this technology in years to come. Like I said, you must be studying a contract act of 1876. Blockchain as a technology is is something where we can explore in implementing smart contracts. What is smart contracts? You set a set of instructions, it will automatically execute them. Nobody needs to be manually going and executing them. So it will do that for you. So the technology is good, but the cryptocurrency, I'm very skeptic about it. There's no regulation. China has banned it. Tomorrow government might just stand up and say it's no more technology. Any other questions, guys?
Then why all are मतलब सब ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे कि is the blockchain is the future of
Yeah, blockchain. Yes, blockchain.
Blockchain is the future.
Yes, that's what I just referred. Blockchain can be a good technology. We have been using so many different set of technologies until now, but blockchain is the way forward. The cryptocurrency is an outcome or a derived kind of I would say a derivative of blockchain technology. So I'm skeptic about cryptocurrency as such, but I'm very positive of the blockchain technology.
But India is also bringing the index for the cryptocurrency.
There's no regulation yet. It's not clear. Those are
I
rumors.
agree with the regulation. With the regulation, but India is also bringing the index for the cryptocurrency. No.
Who in India?
India.
Tom,
For
I think
bringing the
Nandini ma'am wants to say
cryptocurrency.
something.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
ma'am.
sorry.
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, tell me.
Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. Go on. Sure, I thought if you want, I can take this question up.
Yeah. Go on, ma'am. You say.
Shubham, see, just for your information, all these news about, India indexing cryptocurrency, etc., may come up. See, they will say blockchain is the future, etc.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
As
ma'am.
of, just give me a sec. As of now, cryptocurrency is not regulated. Any regulated venue is not supposed to be invested into by any sensible investor. Let me tell you that. You can make money. See, earlier there was this chit fund scheme. If you have heard the history and all, then later on RBI started publishing, don't invest into such companies, where they would promise a 24% return when other avenues yielded, even equity yielded only up to 7 to 8%. So where is the question of somebody giving 24%? So as of now, there is no regulation that has come up, and China banned it. Now we are talking about indexing cryptocurrency and all. I don't know. News could have said that, but any sensible investor would invest in a regulated investment avenue. To be very precise. Tom, over to you. Sorry.
Yeah, sure, no problem, ma'am. Like ma'am said, there will be news, there would be rumors. These are created so that you go and invest into cryptocurrency, and you will end up losing if you don't know the technology. But you, like I said, I am very positive about the blockchain technology, but not about the crypto as such. If there is an official communication from the government of India that yes, there is a regulation coming in, that's a positive news. That's what we can think of. But these rumors that these news channels spread, they are not true, and we have to wait and be watchful about what we are doing on crypto technology. Or I'm sorry, on cryptocurrency. Any other questions, guys? By the way, who raised that question? Shubham, right?
Yes.
Well, thanks, Shubham. I really thank you for coming up and speaking out, because I see you are very enthusiastic about this cryptocurrency thingy. I would suggest keep reading, keep connecting, or look forward to what is happening in the market. It'll give you an insight. Maybe tomorrow, if someone goes when you are sitting in an interview, they might randomly just ask you about your opinion on cryptocurrencies or
Yes,
blockchain technology. So you have
yes,
certain insight on it. So be mindful that an interview can ask, and if you're going into a financial sectors, they might ask you about these kind of questions. So it's
yes.
everything that you learn is not going to be wasted. It will be used at some point.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Ma'am, I hope I have covered everything that was expected. And is there anything that you want me to additionally cover?
No, Tom, I think we've covered everything. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Tom, Dhanraj, and Nikita. Nikita also is one of our students.
Oh,
When she
Nikita,
passed out in the year, Nikita, which year did you pass out? Nikita?
I think.
Fine. Thank you very much, Tom and Dhanraj, for making it clear.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting us. I hope to
Yes.
It's
connect
our pleasure.
yeah,
Yeah.
I hope to connect with students a lot more in
Sure,
coming
sure.
years.
Yeah.
We'll meet in more such occasions.
Sure,
Yes.
ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for
I hope
inviting
to
us.
come down someday, maybe once the situation dies down, this
Sure, sure.
situation stabilized, and I'll come and connect with you.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Yep, yep. Okay, guys, we will move out now. You guys, ma'am, you can take over.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Bye, ma'am. Bye, Tom.
Bye,
Bye.
ma'am.
Bye,
Bye,
Dhanraj.
students.
I'll
Bye, Tom.
connect with you.
Thank
Yeah.
Same here.
Yep,
Same
yep.
here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikita. Thank you. Bye. So, students, I hope you gained the most.
Yes, ma'am.
So, can we wind up for now? Yes. We'll meet up
Yes,
tomorrow.
ma'am.
More alumni sharing their success story. The idea behind this was, आपको सिर्फ BBI बोला तो banking and insurance एक avenue नहीं है. There are a lot of other avenues where I have called students who are into various fields. Now, Tom is into financial services sector, whereas if you see Dhanraj has started his career with insurance, and has, outshone in the insurance sector. And tomorrow we'll be having 2 more people. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will wind up for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.